Prague Tower here, Oscar Kilo Mike Yankee Quebec.
Oscar Kilo Mike Yankee Quebec. Here, Prague Tower, go ahead.
12,000 feet. Instructions to enter the cloud.
Roger, clear to enter the cloud. Air pocket on your 12. Report en route.
Roger.
To be continued on 12th December 2020.
Hello and welcome to our Key Showtime event of this year. I'm very pleased you found the time to join us, especially today, on Saturday. Very early morning in Americas, lunchtime in Europe, dinner time in Asia and Australia. Oh, and I see also some participants in New Zealand. Happy Sunday to all of you. I think you are asking, why are we here today? I'm so excited to share with you our biggest news of a decade. But first, let's look at this year. I believe that the year 2020, with its magic number, will be never forgotten. It started extremely well, but suddenly, we started to face our biggest challenges in our lives. Our work changed. The way of the collaboration changed. Shared economy changed. Our schools changed. And our lives changed too. Everything began to be extremely isolated, locked. Common standards disappeared. And we needed to reorder our personal and business priorities. It was the first time when we needed to protect others, to be protected by others. It's so worthy of respect how we all adapted to those difficult times, unexpected barriers, restrictions, and how we are constantly looking for a way how to solve COVID-19 issues globally and permanently. So let me express my big thanks to all those standing on the front lines. I'm proud of all the employees at MyQ that they haven't lost their focus and they've been able to constantly improve, innovate, and deliver our amazing products throughout the year. Even if we had to work from home, collaborate online, and move a lot of heavy hardware between our decentralized home office units, and we stayed focused. Now is the time for our CTO to tell us what happened in MyQ from January till the end of this year. Radek, can you join us?
Thank you, Martin. MyQ X is our well-known printing and scanning solution designed to run on-premise and in private cloud. In MyQ X Series 8, we totally reinvented the MyQ Core to take advantage of the latest technologies, to boost the overall performance, and to make MyQ an API-first platform. We also improved the licensing management, which is now done through an online licensing portal, which makes the whole process a breeze. Actually, we touched most of the current features and improved them, and we have also added many new features, like support for MS Universal Print, the cost centers, the WSAG accessibility standard, and many other features. I'm convinced you will like MyQ X Series 8.
Thank you, Radek, that you took a deep dive into the development of our premium product, MyQ X. Let me add something. Our brand new licensing server is not only the licensing server. This new part of ecosystem is fully integrated in our partner portal and our internal sales force, which provides immediate possibility to order and get new licenses, prolong software assurance, or just check the status of all own projects. The delivery process is now fully automated and without any human delays. In addition to our common perpetual licenses, every project can be now provided based on subscription. But just the plenty of new things, together with our tremendous effort, wouldn't be enough to prove how exceptional results we achieved. That's why I'm very proud that especially this year we received 2 independent prestigious awards. The first award, Jet Advantage Partner Conference Collaboration Award, came from HP this summer. Followed by the second one, BLI Software Pick Award from Keypoint Intelligence, which recognized our latest version of MyQ X Enterprise as an outstanding print management solution of the year 2021. Let me express my big thanks and appreciation to all our partners who constantly help us to grow our sales network, keep our system maintained and in a perfect condition. And they bring us plenty of great ideas, valuable feedback from their smart customers. Are you pleased with this news as much as we are? I believe so. It's also your success because you are an integral part of our community. But I still have one surprise for you. Something I was waiting to announce for many years. Something we have in mind for a long time. But we waited for the right moment. And then 2020 came with all its surprises and challenges. And I realized that's the moment. That's our momentum. To understand what I want to share with you today, we need to go back almost 30 years to 1992, when I started high school and found 2 new friends, Jakub and Radek. At that time, we were united by a single desire to program anything what could be programmed. I had no idea that our paths would remain connected until today. In 1999, I wrote the first printing solution based on the barcodes. And you were able to collect your confidential document when you read your personal barcode. I had no idea that after many years, such a thing will become a industry standard known as a QR code. Then we designed several other printing applications, but they were always compatible with only one brand. Until 2007, when we launched our first universal printing solution, MyQ. Were we the first one on the market? Absolutely not. Why we develop something which already existed? Because we found a lot of alternatives, too much complicated, they were not easy to use, easy to install, and they were designed basically only for rich customers. So we decided to make our own solution and our own hardware terminals. We had no idea at the time that our solution will find a gap not only in our country, but also abroad. We added our first integrated terminal 2 years later. We had no idea why other printing solutions were ignoring the fact that users need also to scan and copy their documents. Then we realized that our solution can save a lot of costs to our customers. But there was something which was missing for our partners. That's why we decided to add our service module and service center, with the aim to simplify managed print services, to unify communication between service providers and their customers, to automate deliveries of consumables based on our unique method how to predict when it's needed to be ordered, together with our stock evidence. And then we found a phenomenal new benefit that resonated with the biggest department of every customer, the users. It was a time when phones were reinvented to be smarter and bigger, but big LCD panels on every multifunctional printer stayed impersonal. We had no idea that the personalization we implemented and launched would be the entrance to the world of business process automation. That our customer can save something more than just costs, the time of their users. And I believe that you will agree with me that the time is our most expensive asset we all have. In 2014, we separated MyQ team into the independent company and we moved to our new office. The previous company continued as a regional distributor and was successfully acquired 4 years later. It was the time when I started to dream what we can do next. The common denominator of our decisions were our users and their experience. All the milestones I have told you about happened for certain reasons that were not clear to us in the past, but are very obvious to us now. Everything what we did in the last 30 years got a deeper meaning in 2020, in the year of big changes. And now, it is the right time to present to you what we have developed under the guise of secrecy in the year of home office. All Mike Yankee Quebec, here Prague Tower, please release the Eagles.
All Mike Yankee Quebec.
Report your location.
Oscar Kilo Mike Yankee Quebec to Prague Tower. Arriving to control point over Charles Bridge, altitude 12,000 feet.
Alpha 6 over Burj Khalifa. Delta over Brandenburg Gate. Romeo Foxtrot over Red Square. Golf over Tower of London at 12,000 feet. Foxtrot over Repertoire. November Mike Yankee Quebec over Statue of Liberty at 12,000 feet.
9 Victor, City Opera House, air pocket negative.
All Mike Yankee Quebec. Release Eagles. Repeat, release.
Release Eagles. Release Eagles. Release Eagles.
Roger.
Roger. Eagles get me released.
Eagles released.
Mission complete. Return to base.
Mission complete. Roger.
Have you got it? Is it already clear to you? Not yet? Then please, follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our new amazing product, MyQ Roger, which aspires to be your next digital workplace assistant. Maybe you are asking why we use jets. We found that airplanes and MyQ Roger has a lot in common. They are safe, they must be reliable, and they are working in the clouds. As the airplane is designed to help people to travel from the place A to the place B, MyQ Roger is here to help them with their needs of capturing, printing, scanning, and delivering their documents. no matter if they are in the office, in their branch, in a home office, or on their daily move. As MyQ X is primarily designed to save printing costs, MyQ Roger is here to increase the efficiency and productivity of every user. MyQ X is known as a solution which was extremely easy to be used and installed. And we were thinking how to move this level even higher. We found it with MyQ Roger. Because what can be better if you don't need to install anything? It's already there. It's in the cloud, in true cloud. You can just subscribe and start to use it. By the way, do you know how many types of clouds are there? Please, Mike, explain us.
Clouds, what are they and what do they mean? There's so many of them in the sky today, just look behind me. White ones, dark ones, storm clouds. But I want to talk to you about computer clouds. In cloud computing, there are two main types that we've probably all heard of: private cloud and public cloud. If you're involved in IT, you've probably heard of community cloud, distributed cloud, multi-cloud, etc., etc. But let's go back and focus on these two main types, public cloud and private cloud. Now, back in the early days when a software program was built, it would go onto a single computer. It would consist of an application and a database. When servers came along and that database would be moved onto them, this would allow it to be shared amongst many more client PCs, which were running just the application. Following the onset of servers came virtualization, where it is possible to isolate the software from the hardware, and I'm sure that most of you will have heard of or have had some experience of a virtual server. The benefit from this virtual server was that it could be moved to other hardware or physical hosts in the event of maintenance or hardware failure, and this is then known as virtual machine high availability. Now, this is commonly used in the modern infrastructure, and it's allowed for a lot of organizations to move away from having lots of physical servers which they have to own and maintain. The next evolution was the cloud, and this meant it was possible to have these virtual servers with all their content outside of the customer's infrastructure, and this is then called private cloud. Named accordingly because it's for that particular customer, and also sometimes known as an enterprise cloud. The provider of this cloud is responsible for hosting, which means they have to maintain, fix, upgrade, and keep running the hardware infrastructure, but they are not responsible for the software running on the virtual server. The key advantage of private cloud is that the customer or anyone else can basically move the virtual server to such an environment without any change, exactly as it is. Now, private computing is generally paid for based on the resources used, such as CPU power and RAM, and of course the amount of data that has to be processed. And if it is permanently on, the cost to provide this can spiral out of control very quickly. Public cloud is a very different proposition. Firstly, it is for public usage, which means it's not for one specific organization or user. So to meet this requirement, any software has to be developed differently. Usually this means it is divided into simple services, which only run when they are needed. They are also highly scalable, so if user demand is high, and a lot of users are looking to do something at the same time, resources will be scaled up to meet this increased demand. There is also the consideration of security connected to public cloud, because the software or service is accessed by many different organizations or users. This solution is called multi-tenancy. Every customer has their own data in their own tenant, which isolates them from other tenants. Sounds complicated, doesn't it? In reality, yes it is. But the positive news is that this is the job of the software provider, who has to select the right public cloud platform when designing and maintaining their software as a service and providing it to their customers. Customers are then able to use this without the need of any technical knowledge or system maintenance. Okay, so we all clear on this? The sky behind me still isn't, but hopefully we are on cloud computing, so let's move on.
Thank you, Mike, for your explanation. But enough theory. Let's see some cool features of MyQ Roger in action. In my first example, I will show you how easy you can print your documents. So here you can see two multifunctional devices. I prepared here just two samples, which I would like to print. And as you can see, I'm using a standard Microsoft driver. So it's named MyQ Roger, but it's a standard Microsoft driver. And I'm doing printing. And I will do the same for the job B. So my jobs are now stored in the queue, and I can select whatever from those two devices to start to print. So let's do the login on the first device, and you can see that I have two jobs waiting in my queue. I will do the same on the second device, and you can see that here are also two jobs ready to print. So let's print one job here and one job there. I will start to print the document A here, and I will start to print the document B here. This is the printout, and the second is on the road. This is the B. You can see that now the screen is empty, so all jobs were printed. However, if I need to reprint some job, I have an option to select the job from the history and do the reprint. I will tell you one more thing. Maybe such a functionality looks as a standard functionality, that you already saw it on many solutions. But there is one difference here. There is no server. Here is my notebook, two printers, local switch. Here are the cables of our three printing devices, together with our HP device. The red one is the connection to my notebook, and the blue one is connection to the cloud. And that's the magic. The server is sitting in the cloud. It's monitoring what is happening here. It's configuring those devices, but my jobs are not traveling to the cloud. Let's see the second example. This is our brand new embedded developed on the HP WorkPass platform. You can see that the design is really smart, because in the past, sometimes you needed to select if you would like to log in through the QR code. And for this, you can use, for example, your mobile phone. Or if you would like to type the PIN, or if you would like to type username and password, etc., etc. Or if you have a card, ID card, you can even place ID card and log in via your ID card. So this design is reinvented, especially for the cases when you don't want to touch the display unnecessary. So you can see that through the QR code or ID, I don't need to touch anything, and I can just proceed the login. If I want to type the PIN, I, of course, need to touch the display, but only 2 times. My login is 12, very strong password now, and the third click to log in into the device. Here is a standard menu of HP, and you can see one new icon, MyQ Roger. So let's see what is inside. And this is it. It's a MyQ Roger application integrated on HP printer. This embedded is very new, and it was written for HP WorkPass platform. You can see that the design is really revolutionary. You can see some top menu, which you can easily change. But on the first screen, on your home screen, you can immediately print your jobs if you have something to print, or you can immediately trigger some action, some scanning workflows. So you can see my predefined scanning workflows on the right side. This is those icons are also with customized color, and there is also something gray. And this is really new, because it's created automatically, and it's created when you are using this machine. It's automatically registering your scanning activities, and it is stored in this tab. What is really amazing, that if you have more recent activities, or if you have more favorite tiles, you don't need to change this screen. You can easily just swipe to the right or to the left, and by simple click you can trigger the action. But let's demonstrate how to print from the OneDrive. This is something we still didn't show you. So I can easily check, or I can easily select the folder of my OneDrive, which is paired with the system. You can see my documents in my OneDrive, and if I want to print something, I can easily just swipe it. And the machine is downloading basically the document from my OneDrive, and it's immediately sending it to the printer, and it's doing the printing. So say hello to MyQ Roger on HP. But it is not enough. Let's show you how easy is scanning on this device. I can just place the document on the tray, and I will select what I want to do. So here is my predefined tile, scan to OneDrive. By one simple click, the document will be scanned and sent to my OneDrive folder. So if I look at my application to my OneDrive folder, it just arrived, and you can see the document stored there. We have also something more. You know that in 2016 or 17 we were the first solution which launched native printing application available for Android and iPhone, iOS. Currently we are just launching new versions for MyQ X, and we are launching also new application for MyQ Roger. This is it. So how do you like it? You can see that the design is very similar to the design we showed you on the HP. You can see also all the jobs which are waiting in your private queue to be printed. You can see also predefined tiles, which can be customized also via your mobile phone. So every user can define his own profile, his own set of icons or actions on his mobile phone, and then it is automatically synchronized with all the copiers. So no necessity to contact your administrator or whatever. You can do it by yourself. All the actions you did in the past, you can also check on your phone, and if you have some action you are doing very frequently, you can simply store it as your favorite. You can set up some color, and you have a new tile. We are just now redesigning also the native printing application for MyQ X, but the MyQ Roger application is a bright new application, and it will be available as a separate application. So if you are using MyQ X, you will use our MyQ X mobile application, which will be now refreshed, and MyQ Roger application will be used with the MyQ Roger product. Okay, so let's maybe recap what I told you during today. You already understood that our solution is SaaS solution. It's a typical SaaS solution which is running on the public cloud. You don't need to install anything. You just subscribe your account, and you can start to use our product. You can integrate all the compatible devices. You can use your mobile application, and you can do it even in your office, on your road, in the branch, wherever you need. Important thing is that since it is on the public cloud, it's automatically multi-tenant, which means that every customer has isolated space for his data. So it's not mixed. So every statistics and reports and settings and whatever is stored privately only for you and hosted in Microsoft Azure. So you don't need to think about how to back up the database, how to protect it, etc., etc. Everything is hosted on the cloud platform, and everything is maintained automatically from us. What is really important, and I told you that MyQ Roger is not only printing solution. It's we are calling it your next digital workplace assistant. So why this assistant? Why this digital workplace? Because in our roadmap, we will constantly add a lot of new integrations, and also our partners, our selected partners, will be able to register and integrate their own softwares with this platform. So we will provide the UI, user interface, the cloud platform, all those technologies, and they can simply add some connectors to their applications. Okay. I'm still thinking that we forgot to mention something which is really important. And I think I will show you again how to print. Because maybe you heard that there are also many competitors and other solutions who are also announcing solutions in the cloud. And usually there are some technological limitations. Yeah? If you are printing, the job needs to be stored somewhere. It is then collected from some storage and then printed on the device where you want to do it. And I think that I will show you something which is really unique in MyQ Roger. And we spent a long time to tune this technology to its perfection. Let's see the printing again. I will do it a little bit quicker because you already saw how I'm doing it. At first, I will show you that on the printer, there shouldn't be anything stored. So my job is empty. Yeah, there is nothing inside. I will do the logout. And let's print again those jobs. I will leave the same name. I will just add, this is document C. Print it. I can save it, doesn't matter. And B will be changed to D. Print. Of course, the name of job stayed like before, but the content which will be printed will be with C and D. Save. And now, where is my job? I have no server here, no server. So this is not the server, yeah. This is just the switch. So my job can be stored in the computer where it's waiting for a calling from some device, or can be stored in the cloud. In case I will shut down the computer, then the machine doesn't have any more the access. So the only chance is to call the job from the cloud. Since we are ending, I will close my computer. I will disconnect my computer, so we don't need the cable, and I will put it somewhere. Or maybe I will put it here, that you can see that it's here unconnected. Where is my job? If it is stored in this computer, there is no more possibility to print. So then I needed to walk throughout the company. I would like to print my job. Okay, the job is there. I can check. There is document B and A, and most probably inside there will be this C and D, what we changed during the printing. So I will log out. We don't want to print through the cloud because of some reasons. It's consuming a lot of traffic. So at first you need to have a stable connection. At second, the cloud costs also some money. So if you print every job to the cloud and back, then it's very expensive. Sometimes the cloud is also not available, and devices should continue to work. Let's show or demonstrate the situation. Do you see this tool? As I told you, the red cable was a cable which connected my computer. The blue one with this label means it's the last connection to the cloud. Now, cloud is away. This is our cloud. Can I print? There are 2 jobs waiting for me. Those machines are now connected just through this simple switch, nothing more. No secret agents here. No special application installed somewhere. There is no computer. Maybe you heard that it's possible to store the job in the mesh. It looks cool, but what does it mean? Does it mean that your confidential documents are stored in hard drives of your colleagues? And is it really secure? Because in the past, when the job was stored on the server, it was secured. Nobody had access. But if those users, if the computers of users are used for storage of your confidential documents, and if I'm printing some document, it is automatically replicated to all of my colleagues, to the computers, to all of my colleagues. Then there are 2 troubles. One is the security issue, and the second is the performance. Because it looks cool, but it's consuming a lot of CPU. So every user who will start to print in my company will automatically decrease my performance on my personal notebook. So I'm doing some presentation, and currently my CPU has 70% usage because somebody is printing, and my hard drive is not used for my purposes. Okay. No agents, no mesh, or no mesh made on the computers. I have 2 jobs here. What's here? Maybe I forgot my pin, which is very strong, 12, I told you. There are also 2 documents. Okay, so let's check my jobs. Now it's a roulette. Which job I will start here and which job I will start here, but doesn't matter. Let's start B here, because in the first example I am remembering that maybe I started with A. And here I will start with A. So my B document, which was changed to the D, was just printed, and C came here. That's MyQ Roger. Thank you for your attention. By the way, I forgot one thing. Did you get that we have something for visually impaired people? You know, if you have something with your eyes. I was inspired by my grandfather because in his last ages and years, his eyes were really destroyed. So he wasn't able to read anymore. So what we can provide to those people, at first, and this is an industry standard, we can increase the contrast, make bigger fonts, etc., etc. Is there something else we could add to those people? MyQ Roger, please print my all jobs.
Roger, confirm to print all documents by placing your smartphone. Roger, all documents are being printed.
That's MyQ Roger. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.